Operation Choke Point is in full effect right now. You have regulators across the world, but more kind of specifically in the US, trying to choke out, the lifeblood to the crypto market, which is these crypto banks, which is these crypto exchanges, and so on. So, and also kind of really scaring the market as far as going after certain cryptos as well too, or just kind of putting labels on them. I'm saying right now, I did it yesterday. I did an announcement in the Discord. If you're not already in the Discord, join the Discord. I withdrew, and I already basically did, but I added a little bit more on my ledger. So I withdrew assets off exchanges because I feel as if they're really trying to choke out exchanges, their access to banks. So, which in result would choke out non-compliant crypto exchanges. They're going after the KuCoins. The Huobi's token fell like 90% yesterday and then rebounded. So we're seeing like a all-out attack right now. So they're trying to limit crypto's exchanges access to the banks, which will wiggle out all the non-compliant exchanges and kind of corruption and fraud there. And as a result, it will choke out demand. So it's like a two kind of pronged thing to kind of get a grip over all the exchanges, as well as choke out demand by limiting the exchanges and kind of having some, really suffer from this. I see a future where they're going to try to put limits on the amount you can purchase through your bank, if your bank lets you even buy crypto. But if you can buy crypto, it will be on your card, and the limits are lower on there. So there's really an all-out push to kind of hit the access points, the on-ramps and off-ramps. And I wouldn't be surprised if they put limits on how much you can buy. So that's why, personally myself, I loaded up on what I want to hold for the long term. I put it on the ledger. I'm not caring much about the price when it comes to those. Those are my long-term bags. Those are for the mega moon. What I have on exchanges, I'm willing to lose. And that with those assets, I'm caring about the price to get in and get out, or do peer to pair, or that's my game plan. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. That's just exactly what I'm doing. But let me share with you kind of my thesis on that, and obviously everything that's come out across past like 5 days here. So New York Attorney General alleges Ether is a security in KuCoin lawsuit. Press release said the lawsuit was part of ongoing efforts to crack down on unregistered cryptocurrency platforms. They said that the crypto exchange is violating securities law by offering tokens, including Ethereum, that meet the definition of a security without registering with the Attorney General's office. So if we go down here, the CFTC, although has said that Bitcoin and Ethereum are commodity assets, the SEC said Ether might be considered a security and Bitcoin's a commodity 100%. So then if we go down here, they argued that KuCoin sells unregistered securities via KuCoin Earn, its lending and staking product. The Attorney General's office was able to create a KuCoin account using a computer with a New York-based IP address to buy and sell digital tokens, for which KuCoin charged a fee. It was also able to deposit tokens into the KuCoin Earn product for a fee. The action brought by the New York Attorney General's office is not KuCoin's first brush with regulators. In South Korea, they had the same thing. And then in the Dutch Central Bank, they had a thing as well too. With her lawsuit, Attorney General James is seeking a court order to stop KuCoin from representing itself as an exchange, prevent the company from operating in the New York, and direct KuCoin to implement geo-blocking based on IP addresses and GPS locations to prevent access to KuCoin apps and services from New York. So there we go. Clear example right there. But then we have more. So we know this. And then now we have the Department of Justice stepping in, appealing the confirmation of the Voyager sale to Binance. There's an all-out push right now. There's a target on Binance's back. There's a target on specific cryptos' backs. And we're seeing that the DOJ stepped in and said, nah, you're not doing this. So more details to come on that. But it's kind of weird. They don't want to see this kind of wrap up, or they don't want to see it kind of be sold off to Binance for some reason. Then you had Jeremy Hogan. We warned about the securities dangers inherent in Ethereum 2.0 a year ago, that the lawsuit would come from the New York Attorney General came out of left field. It must have been in a New York state of mind. So let's listen to that.
Of the network by a the change to staking creates a problem first because the validators who stake their Ethereum do The change to staking creates a problem first because the validators who stake their Ethereum do so with an expectation that their stake will earn them a return. That's the whole point of it. So that goes to the expectation of profit prop. And in its latest guidance released back in 2019 for digital assets, the SEC stated that when talking about whether there is a reliance on others to make profit, that an active participant is responsible for the development, improvement, or enhancement, operation, or promotion of the network, particularly if purchasers of the digital asset expect an AP, active participant, to be performing or overseeing tasks that are necessary for the network or digital asset to achieve or retain its intended purpose or functionality. Well, isn't the upgrade to Ethereum 2.0 exactly the type of thing that would raise the SEC's alarm system? Get the old Death Star fully functional, ready to destroy. Definitely seems like the SEC might see a promotion and improvement of the network by a semi-centralized entity with the rollout of 2.0. And now you have the profit to the stakers added to the equation. With that being said, Ethereum 2.0 injects a lot of attention and danger, and it gets a Legal Briefs danger rating of 6 out of 10. Just ignore that TV stuff. Our production level is basically Google Images search level. The change to...
So there we go. So now let's go into the next thing. So we have not been able to successfully register with the SEC despite our best efforts and despite conversations with the commission that go back many months. That's someone from Coinbase. So they don't even want to work with these exchanges. They're really looking to just clamp down and still provide that kind of fog when it comes to a framework, guidelines, rules of the road. Then we have another thing. Silicon Valley Bank rocks crypto and equity markets ahead of non-farm payrolls. Silicon Valley Bank, another crypto-friendly bank, comes under pressure. The bank is generally regarded as one of the default fallback options for industry participants impacted by the collapse of Silvergate. So we had Silvergate at first. Now we're seeing the default second option now starting to have some troubles here. So we're seeing a clampdown. And now we can go to the next thing. Crypto exchanges could face possible class action lawsuit over the offering of unregistered securities. Another thing right there. And then we have this. So breaking, crypto exchange Crypto.com struggles to maintain fiat on-ramps in the face of crypto banking crisis. So what do you do at that point, right? You're going to get your platform's going to dry up. That's what's going to happen. So then we had Gary Gensler. He did an opinion article for The Hill titled "Getting Crypto Firms to Do the Work Within the Bounds of the Law." So we're seeing a clampdown right now. Let me see if there was anything else pertaining to that for this. All right, so let's go into that. So he said, when I taught a course on blockchain, and this was yesterday, when I taught a course on blockchain and money at the MIT, I asked my students every semester who they thought Satoshi Nakamoto was. To this day, no one knows. Nakamoto's anonymous identity is part of the creation myth of finance without trusted third parties, a new way to move value on the internet with the goal that there would be no government oversight or central intermediaries like banks. Since antiquity, however, the financial world has been built on trust and the rule of law. Further, finance has tended towards centralization, concentration, and interconnectedness. From banks to stock exchanges, the crypto market is no exception. It has many trusted, though non-compliant intermediaries. Today, crypto is dominated by a handful of trading, lending, staking, and other financial intermediaries. The investing public is trusting these entities to be responsible with investors' assets. According to some data, the 3 largest crypto trading platforms perpetually account for almost 3/4 of all trading volume. Crypto entrepreneurs might claim in their own marketing materials that they're transparent and regulated, but make no mistake, very few, if any, are actually registered with the SEC and fully compliant with the federal securities law. So the lack of compliance puts investors' hard-earned assets at risk. Investors lack fundamental disclosures about the crypto assets themselves and the firms who execute their trades and custody their assets. What are the firms doing with their assets? How are they funding their promised returns? I mean, these are all good questions, right? But also, you just don't see the same action behind the talk. So I have one goal with regard to the crypto markets: to ensure that investors in the markets receive all the protection that they would in any other securities markets. How? First, intermediaries and tokens should properly come into compliance on their own. Crypto intermediaries should structure their businesses to comply with our laws governing securities exchanges, broker-dealers, and clearinghouses. They could put into place rule books that protect against fraud and manipulation. Crypto security issuers should file registration statements and make the required disclosures. All right, so then a common feature for crypto firms that offer trading. Let's go down here. So I love how when they're saying the examples of all the cases they brought, they did FTX and Terra. I guess that was recently. So they successfully brought or settled more than 100 cases against crypto intermediaries and token issuers, including some who operated Ponzi or pyramid schemes. We go down here. So the fact of the matter is, even if Nakamoto's identity isn't clear, the laws are, crypto firms should do their work within the bounds of the law, or they shouldn't do it at all. So we're seeing this all out push all at once. And this may not be the end of it. So my strategy, I laid out at the beginning of the video. I have it in a PDF doc. I sent it out, and that's how I'm going to keep rolling with it. So stay safe out there. Make sure you're not too overexposed to all these different platforms, and make sure you're getting yourself squared away and hedged. Right. So that's the name of the game. So join the Discord. I'll put the link in the bio. Say what up. We'll be tracking this stuff real time. So come over in there, and I'll see you guys in the next video.